The advocates of now we all live in a global economy cooked up a sneaky plan for the Federal Trade Commission to change its rules so that products could display the label Made in USA even when that label is a lie, because up to 25% of the product is not made in the USA. The standard for the last half century has required a product to be all or virtually all made in the U.S. with only negligible foreign content in order to carry the coveted Made in USA label. This standard has been interpreted to mean 98% of the merchandise's value. The Federal Trade Commission announced its change in the Federal Register, but some people actually read the fine print. And after a big firestorm, the Federal Trade Commission had to back down and abandon its proposal. Nobody was threatening any business's right to sell products that are 25% or even 100% foreign made or containing foreign content, or to charge any price the seller wants. The issue was over allowing businesses to lie about their products, label them falsely, and deceive their customers about where the merchandise comes from. This was wholly a truth in labeling issue. As Senator Fritz Holling said, polluting the Made in USA label with non-American products makes about as much sense as calling polyester a natural fiber. What's so fascinating is not only that the grassroots won an upset victory over the bureaucracy, but the way this regulatory war was reported by the newspapers that always line up on the side of free trade and the global economy. The news stories were exemplars of obfuscation. Those who opposed the change were branded as emotional and put down for supporting a half-century-old standard, a World War II era standard. In touchy-feely words, we were admonished that it's time to update the standard, to raise the standard, to give the economy more flexible standards and more leniency. The New York Times admitted that the idea of changing it grew out of a recognition of America's place in an increasingly global marketplace and a growing sophistication among consumers who realize that fewer and fewer goods are made within a single country. Well, that non sequitur is no justification for lying to the American consumers. Our sophisticated American consumers should be allowed to decide for themselves if they prefer to buy products made in the USA or if they care whether they are made in other countries. This fight with the Federal Trade Commission was a big victory for a grassroots coalition, and we congratulate them for standing up for truth and integrity.